today, let's talk about a word you probably use all the time without even thinking about it: poor. It seems so simple, right? But it's actually so essential to English that it's earned a pretty special status. Let's find out why. So, what gives this little word such a special status? Well, it's not just that it's a common word. It's actually been officially recognized as one of the true fundamentals of the English language. That's right. The word poor is on this super special list, the basic English list of just 850 words that are considered absolutely essential for anyone learning the language. This isn't just some random word. It's a foundational building block for communication. So why this word? I mean, out of all the words in English, what makes poor so crucial that it earned a spot on this exclusive list? Well, the answer is pretty cool. It all comes down to its incredible versatility. So let's dive in and break down the 4 different faces, if you will, of this powerful little word. This is where you'll really see how much heavy lifting it actually does. All right, meaning number 1. This is the one we all jump to, right? It's the most direct and common definition, and it's all about a person's financial situation. Like in the sentence, he is very poor. It's super simple, but the meaning is just crystal clear. Instantly, you know we're talking about someone's lack of financial resources. And you can kind of think of this word on a spectrum, right? On one side, you've got synonyms like penniless or broke. And on the complete opposite end, you have the antonyms, rich, wealthy. It's that sharp contrast that really gives the word its financial punch. Okay, let's switch gears to meaning number 2. This one has absolutely nothing to do with money. Here, poor is all about quality, or, the lack of it. Take this sentence, for example, the painting was a poor job. See, we're not saying the painting is broke. We're saying it was done badly. Poor here is a judgment call on the skill that went into it. And just like before, looking at the synonyms and antonyms really helps nail down this meaning. Words like inferior or weak fit perfectly. And then the opposites, superior, excellent, they show you that high bar that a poor job just doesn't clear. All right, our third meaning. This is where things take a bit of an emotional turn. Now we're using poor not to judge someone's wallet or their work, but to show that we feel for them, to express sympathy or pity. Think about this. Tom is all alone. Poor Tom. When we say poor Tom, we're not talking about his bank account, are we? Nope. We're showing we feel bad for him. It's a social and emotional cue, kind of like a hug in word form. So really, this meaning is all about that contrast between being unfortunate and fortunate. It's about someone's circumstances and how we as humans react to it emotionally. And for our last one, meaning number 4, we circle right back to money, but with a really interesting grammatical twist. Just by adding the word the in front, we magically turn this adjective into a noun that talks about a whole group of people. So if you hear, this work is to help the poor, it's not just about helping one person who doesn't have money. It's about aiding a whole collective community defined by its economic status. The word suddenly becomes a label for an entire segment of society. Okay, so we've got the meanings down. But what about the sound of the word? How do you actually say it? Well, there's a little difference, but it's a noticeable one. In the UK, you're more likely to hear it with 2 sounds, kind of like poowa. But in the US, it's often a bit shorter, more of a single sound, like poor. And hey, here's a fun little language trap to watch out for. Depending on your accent, pour can sound exactly the same as pour, like pouring yourself a glass of water, and pore, like the tiny pores on your skin. Same sound, completely different words. Wild, right? Now, a foundational word like poor doesn't just exist by itself. Of course not. It's got a whole family of related words. Yeah, starting with the root word poor, you get this whole family tree of terms. Poorly is how you describe doing something badly. Poverty, that's the big noun for the actual state of being poor. And then poorness is the idea, the quality itself. See how they all branch out from that one core concept? So, after all this, you might be wondering, why are we spending so much time on one little 4-letter word? What's the big deal here? Well, this is exactly why poor made it onto that basic English list. It's just a masterpiece of linguistic efficiency. Think about it. It can describe your finances, a piece of art, a feeling you have for someone, and an entire social class. It's not just a word, it's a tiny, powerful toolkit. And all of this kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? If a simple word like poor can pack this much of a punch, what other so-called basic words are we using every single day that are way more powerful than we realize? Words like run, or set, or good? Our language is just full of these hidden giants, just waiting for us to take a closer look.